Look, by the end of this video, you'll know how to 10x your productivity and eliminate procrastination, bro. And I'm telling you this as someone who's worked for 18 hours straight at 17. I'm gonna work for 20, I'm gonna go for 22, and even 24 hours in one day. And then after that, I'm gonna have to do 26 hours of work in one day because I'm a retard like that. So I'm gonna tell you what I know about productivity and what I could do at my age to kind of like go crazy with it. Now, I'm gonna cover 4 aspects. I'm gonna cover the physical health, I'm gonna cover the social health, I'm gonna cover your workspace and optimizing that, and then just a couple workflow hacks. So if you paid attention, you're gonna realize that there is no mental health in this, and I'm gonna be honest. Like the only thing, if I had to make a mental health thing over here, and I have to be like mental health, I would probably just write you need discipline for it. So that's like the last thing you need. Like if you have a little bit of discipline, and with these things, it's easy like to 10x your productivity. But that's about it. I mean, if you want to 10x your productivity, you're gonna have to give something in return, and that's why there's no mental health here. But I mean, that's only temporary because then you get used to it, and then you're fine. So it's actually not as bad as it seems. Now, before I get into it, right? I basically everything you see here I'm gonna cover, and by the end of this video you'll know how to 10x your productivity. But if you wanna like 15x your productivity and have more detailed information, just message me on Instagram. I'll send you 2 full documents on this and what allows me to go crazy. So the physical health part. Now, for the physical health, this is probably the most important thing, because another reason why I didn't put the mental health is because your mental health is dictated by your physical health. And so if you sleep badly, if you have bad food and you don't exercise, your mental health is going to go crazy. It's going to be horrible. But if you do sleep well enough, if you have good nutrition and you do exercise, you're going to be feeling so good in your mind. Trust me, you're not going to care at all. So for sleep, the most important thing that I could say is trying to wake up naturally without an alarm. If you don't have a schedule that you're tied down to, bro, wake up naturally, bro. Fuck your alarm, man. Fuck your 4 hours, 7 hours of sleep, interrupting sleep cycles for 6 months on end every single day. Like, fuck all that, bro. Wake up naturally, you're gonna feel much more rested. Then, you have the 3-2-1 rule. For those that don't know, it's like, don't eat 3 hours before bed, don't drink water 2 hours before bed, and no blue light 1 hour before bed. You don't need 3 hours before bed, because if you do, you usually eat carbs. I mean, the main issue with this is just eating carbs, not just eating itself, but even with normal eating, like if you eat carbs 3 hours before bed, then when you go to sleep, your body is literally going to spend energy on digesting the food and absorbing the food instead of actually resting. You don't drink water 2 hours before, because you may get nocturia, and that's basically gonna, when you wake up in the middle of the night and you have to piss, because you're pissing yourself because you drank too much water, and so you interrupt your sleep cycle. And blue light 1 hour before, so that more melatonin gets produced and you have a deeper sleep and a better sleep. Then keeping your phone far away from your bed. I mean, there's a bunch of reasons for this. Honestly, it's just like the habit as well. If you have it near you, you may do some like more stupid shit. But it's also easier to sleep, and you also like the phone frequencies and whatever aren't going to be as disturbing. And obviously, like trying your best to keep a consistent sleep-wake schedule, like, you know, going to sleep when the sun goes down and waking up when the sun gets up. And if you do that, I mean, that's just natural. That's how in nature you would like evolve and stuff. So that's like going to ensure you perfect rest and optimize sleep conditions. Obviously, there's more on this, but these are really like the most important ones. Now, nutrition. Stop eating processed garbage, bro, because your body has to spend more energy to convert this processed garbage into energy, and it's also unhealthy as fuck. So stop eating processed bullshit. You can have it every now and then, like sure, as a snack, but like don't make your whole diet around it. Now, if you want to be a true G, you're gonna work fasted. Right now it's 11:41 a.m. I have not eaten anything and I've been awake for 3 hours. I've just been getting to work. You can see I'm hyperactive. I've had 1 coffee. I'm feeling good. Now, if you cannot fast, at least do not eat carbs before work. This is the main problem. If you eat carbs, that's going to then give you like the brain fog and the issue that you're having because you're a monkey, right? So at least try to fast before work. Now, they are the only source of nutrition. Why do I keep mentioning carbs? Because they are the only source of nutrition and the only macronutrient that the body cannot naturally absorb, and has to spend extreme amounts of energy to process back into energy, which is ironic as fuck. Now, this also, causes the brain fog you experience. I made this mirror like a week ago. Now, also, last thing, stop drinking sodas or alcohol if you are. Soda is absolutely useless. They're just extra calories that is like sugar, and so that's just carbs again, and it's extra processed carbs that are extra unhealthy. So that's, you're a monkey. And then alcohol, again, you're a monkey. I don't think I have to explain that. Now, if you do this, you're going to have really good clarity. You're going to have an improved mood. You're going to have more consistent energy levels, which is, I think, the biggest part when we're talking about improving your productivity. And then you're also going to have a healthy lifestyle. And now your mental health is going to be like insane with these two. And obviously, like, The last thing for the physical health is just exercise, right? Because like humans are designed to be active, like we're designed to be nomadic creatures. And so the best return on investment, like the least you have to do for the most output is just gym or walking. People do gym because like they want to have big muscles, but the best ROI is probably just walking. It's normal, and if you do this, you're actually gonna have more energy and you're gonna have a better mental health. So that's it for the physical health. I'd say this is actually the most important in 10xing your productivity and eliminating procrastination. Now, social health. First thing, your social life like takes a backseat during like your peak productivity phases. So how I determine it is I'd say that in a year I have like a couple months where I'm extremely productive and some more months where I'm a little bit less productive and whatever. Like there's like in life there's a balance, right? And so your social life takes a backseat when you're in your peak productivity phase because you can't be fully productive if you're going out with your friends. It doesn't make sense. Now, expect to distance yourself from past friendships and distractions, so people who don't help you get to your goals. That's normal, and instead you should build a network of like-minded and ambitious people. And so if you're aware of these things and you act with these things in accordance, you're going to improve your productivity by default. Now, this is a huge W. This is a hugely important thing that is actually, I'd say, a little bit less important than the physical health, but comes right after it. So this is optimizing your workspace. Now there's two workspaces that you have. You have a physical workspace, so your desk, and then you have a virtual workspace, which is like your laptop and your PC and your phone and whatever. So I'm gonna go through both of these one at a time. For the physical workspace, right, for the desk, you want to keep it clean because if you have a messy desk, you're a messy person and you're disgusting and you're a monkey. So you don't want to have like a messy ass desk. That's cringe. Now, you want to also stay organized because if you know where everything is, you can move faster. And so like over the span of a year, trust me, that adds up. Obviously, you want to control the sound, right? So you've been hearing in the background of this video rain is because, bro, like, bro, I just have this. It helps me relax. It helps me stay in focus. It's very nice. Now, also, fresh air, right? Open your windows, bro. Like, stop having closed air. You can have closed air for a bit, but every couple hours or so, like, open your windows, get fresh air in. Obviously, 5, stay hydrated. Little extra tip, drink out of a glass water bottle. Now you're plastic goofy, you can have plastic in your blood, like don't do that. And then obviously like lighting matters, and like the worst light is like white light. If you have white light, bro, like I hope you're mentally okay and that you're not gonna go into an asylum, because like there's been studies on this, bro. Like people who sit in rooms with like white light all the day like are 80% more depressed or something. It's actually disgusting. Use your natural light. If there's the sun outside, let the sun go into your room. It's natural light, it's natural energy, bro. So that's it for the physical workspace. Now, for the virtual workspace, I'd say that you should keep it simple. Now, single tasking beats multitasking. And dude, if you do 5 things at a time, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're a monkey. Like, you need to stop doing multiple things at a time, because if you do multiple things at a time, you truly do nothing at the same time. Now, you're not gonna have any actual good output. And so a lot of people are like, oh, but if I do 5 things in the time span of 1 hour, I get 5 things done compared to if I do 1. When a lot of the times, the same people, if they just do 1 thing like at a time, they'd actually finish the 5 tasks in like 40 minutes instead, right? So you do things better and it takes you less. So that's really what matters. Just stop multitasking. Minimal apps, obviously, if this is especially true on your phone. What I recommend you do right now is look on your phone and check, like, do you have apps that don't help you get to your goals or that don't make you money? Like, if your goal is to make money, do you have apps that don't make you money and are just sitting there and you see every day? If you do, then delete all of them. And I'd say organize your phone to actually, like, be optimized for productivity. Even your background, like, I have demonstrate, do not explicate, I have notifications off, I just have the time and the weather. Like, the only things I truly need to know, that's what I have on my phone. Obviously, no social media unless it's work related. So, I mean, what I'm doing right now is social media, but it's work. And then obviously turning off notifications. You do not want to know who liked your TikTok or who liked your Instagram picture. Like, you don't care about that. Obviously, last thing is using like Ethernet, right? If you have a slow ass internet, upgrade that shit, bro. Get to a faster internet connection. If you do especially like personal brand work, it's a game changer, bro. Like, it's crazy. And then obviously like keeping your passwords organized. You don't want to have the same password for everything. You get hacked, you get cooked. And then the last thing is just workflow hacks. So this is just things that I found to be like really good for me. Now, some of these may apply to you, some of these may not apply to you, but the first thing obviously is using stimulants. So this is something like coffee, green tea. So over here I have coffee, over here I have some green tea, right? I have like 3 of those. ready just on my desk. Or nicotine to enhance focus. Now, I'm not a smoker. You can use stuff like snooze. Now, I'm not going to encourage you to take nicotine, but if you want to improve your your focus and your cognitive performance, and you're fine to use stimulants, then nicotine can help with that. Optimize your browser bookmarks. So if you look at my bookmarks right now, you will see I have basically everything for work over here now. On this side is my webcam, but I have everything for work on the bookmarks, so I can easily access everything I want instantly. The third thing is just using Notion, right? So I have Notion for my tasks, literally everything. Like I use Notion for everything personal. I have everything organized in Notion. Everything I want to access at any time, I can just go on Notion and have everything fixed there. So for actual active work, I have like the bookmarks over here, and for things that I need to keep top of mind and tasks, I just use Notion. And yeah, another thing that is really, really big to improving your productivity is just having a plan for the downtime tasks, right? So a lot of the times you may have like a task list. Let's say you have 5 tasks in a day. I don't know, let's say you finish all the tasks, but you also take breaks in between your day, right? Like your day is 16 hours long, you're gonna have a couple of breaks, but not. Now, what I like to do in those breaks is just do something, even if it's small, like just kind of like a downtime task. So for example, for what it could be for me is like, oh, just send DMs to some people and just build some more connections and improve the network and do all of that. So that might be my idle task for me, because, you know, the personal brand and all of that, and just agency owners and whatnot. Now for you, it could be something else. If you're an agency owner, what I used to do when I didn't have a personal brand, my idle task would just be like sending cold DMs. And so I would get like through the majority of the day, like get down and grind on those big tasks, and then on the idle things, while I'm trying to relax, it's just like sending the DMs to the people that I already have a list of with the script that I already know off the top of my head. So it's really not like any true amount of work. Now, yeah, this is how to 10x your productivity and eliminate procrastination, bro. If you apply everything here, you're gonna go absolutely crazy. If you want even more in-depth information on this, just message me on Instagram. I'll literally send you 2 full documents I've worked on for hours to really refine these strategies. But just this video alone should hopefully at least take you to that next level if you don't already know these things. And yeah, man, stop waking up to an alarm every single day for like 80 days in a row, sorry. And if you like to watch another, bro.